Okay, time for part 7. This is getting good. I told y'all if I can get them out fast, it's going to be good. But I also told you to go over there. That way you can catch up with me and then we could talk about it like good girlfriends. Drop something in the comments. And also, if you're a male and you're here because great population of my followers are males. Good looking out. I'm just saying. You can leave your feedback too, but leave it as if you were talking to your sister or share something that you did that we need to be afraid of from other people. I'm just saying. We about accountability. Year of the Aquarius. You're welcome. Subscribe, and here we go. Number 7.
7 of my experience being a correctional officer. So fast forward, he gets out of jail next month. That whole month, I was packing shit little by little. And for the people that's like asking like, what did his mom have to say about this? His mom was all in for whatever he wanted. So if he wanted me to move down there, she wanted me to move too. Looking back, it's crazy because I would have expected her to be the type of mama to just say, you know, you're young. Don't waste your time on him. Let him get himself together. You get yourself together. And y'all do it that way. But she would call me and she would say, yeah, there's good jobs down here. When you get down here, I'll help you find a job. Y'all.
How can you as a mother be contributing to this and you know that this don't make no damn sense? First of all, your son is grown. You're very aware of her age by this time. I know you are. Even if you're not, why would you be okay with your grown-ass son, one, having to come home? Not a problem. You never know the situation. But you not finna bring nobody in my house with you and you're just getting out. Shouldn't you be focused on getting your time together so you can enter the world and be better? Like what do they say when they go up? I just want to contribute to my community and be a better person. You can't contribute to your own self right now. So don't you think you need to get out, get yourself together? You can still talk to the girl. Y'all could be boyfriend and girlfriend. But from the same space, that makes no sense. She ain't even came down to visit yet. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. So, you don't even know what this girl is like at this point, but all you care about is what your son has probably told you about the fact that you will be able to take advantage of this girl, and she works hard and she contributes. So the same way she been contributing to your sorry ass son, and you haven't been having to do it, that took the load off of you. So you think she's going to come in and do the same for you. What kind of woman are you? I'm not even going to ask what kind of mother are you. What kind of woman are you? But it gives great insight to how he was probably raised. And for that, I'm sorry. Here we go.
I didn't think nothing through. The only thought on my mind was him. Just being with him, sleeping next to him, waking up with him, playing house with him. Those are the only thing I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about money. I wasn't thinking about a job.
Who needs money?
About how I was going to eat. I wasn't thinking about what I would do if his mama put me out. None of that stuff crossed my mind. I wasn't thinking about him being on probation or on parole and not being able to go nowhere. So I'm packing that whole month little by little. Every day I'm throwing something in my trunk.
Sneaky.
Monday I'm throwing some shoes. Tuesday I'm throwing clothes. But I will wait till everybody left to pack my stuff up. And a lot of y'all's like, well, what did your mom have to say about you leaving?
She just said she was sneaking.
I ran it by her, but I don't think she thought I was going to follow through with it. And the whole messed up part about it is that I waited until my mama was at work to leave.
Can you imagine what it was like for her mother to come home and she's just gone like that? Now you grown. You have full range to open the door and walk out of it. But you heard earlier in an episode, she said, I was still sleeping in the bed with my mom. That means that they were close. I could never do that to my mom. I can't. It was hard enough when I moved out of state, but let alone move and she not know and feel like I was doing things behind her back or I chose something or somebody else over her. No. Chose to live my life different. Choose somebody over somebody. No. That's I just don't see that, because that means there wasn't a proper conversation, no communication. That's when you do it like the backhanded way, which is another contribution to me. If you just walk away from something, go somebody, do something like that, unless it's like really could do some harm to you, you're being a coward. And that's a number one indicator that you are not an adult. You do not know how to properly communicate. And that is not fair and it is not okay. So I would have called the other mama, but that's just me. Don't do that, girls. Don't do that, boys, either. Have the conversations that need to be had. That way you can move forward in a better space and you don't have to feel like what ends up happening later. In most situations, I told you so type of, I don't want that to happen. You can help avoid that.
So that she wouldn't try to stop me. Y'all, when I said this man corrupted my mind and all I could think about was just him, and I didn't care what nobody thought. Like, there was nothing you couldn't tell me about this man. Like, I was gonna go be with this man. I was determined to be with this man. I was determined to move 5 hours away from my family to be with this man. I did not care. So by the time he get out of jail, I'm all packed up. Like, I'm just ready to get that call, like, you can come. That's all I'm waiting for. So the day that he got out of jail, he FaceTimed me from his mom's phone. I didn't answer. I don't know why I didn't answer. I was just so nervous.
Blood of Jesus.
Why? Like, it was just, I don't know. So his mom is like blowing up my phone, like, he's trying to call you, answer the phone, what are you doing? Answer the phone, answer the phone. So like, I answered the phone or whatever, and he like, what's up, Pumpkin? Cause like, that's the nickname that he gave me, like, that's what he called me. And I was like, hey, you know, his mama had took him to get a haircut, took him to get some clothes, like, he was looking real good. I was like, hey, he was like, so you can come down tomorrow, cause I'm gonna take this time to spend with my family. And I was like, you know, okay, cool. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely felt some type of way, but, you know, I understood that he needed that time with his family.
It's just a day.
So, like, I'm hustling up money, I'm doing hair left and right, like...
Wait, he made sure to respect his family, but not to make sure that she respected her mother. He ain't even had a conversation with the mom to this point. Whoa.
Really saving like a couple of $100 so that when I do get down there, I just won't be dead broke. Baby, when I tell y'all that money went so fucking fast.
Yeah, he spent it all.
But y'all, my whole drive down there, it never clicked. Nothing never clicked in my head like, you're about to make the biggest mistake of your life. Like, turn around, like, what are you doing? And like, y'all, I'm drained. Like, I'm taking this long ass drive like it's nothing. Like, I got down there like it was nothing. So like, he would call me, you know, like every now and then, like every hour, like that I'm driving down there, he would call me and check on me and make sure I was good. And he was like, I can't believe you really coming, like we really finna be together. But the worst thing that happened to me was when I got a call from my cousin, and she told me that my mama was boo-hoo crying.
What was the mother supposed to be doing? I can imagine she would be crying. Girls, it's a different kind of thing when we do that kind of stuff to our mother, especially if you're close to your parent. With a girl dad or whatever, I just don't think that you should do your parents that way. I think that you should respect your parents. Even when they are wrong, there's a way to respect them. In this case, of course, she wasn't, but that is my belief. Even when I got married, there are things that I did not care for, but respect was never one of the things that was on the table for me. Ever, never, never. I just don't believe you should do it. I believe the Bible when it says honor your mother and father. But the piece that comes after that is that you're not supposed to do things to your children either. That's the part where you make the decision on if you want to have a healthy relationship with your mother and father, then by all means. But just because you don't have a healthy relationship doesn't mean that you have to disrespect your parents. I've seen more kids coming up in my days giving more respect to their parents, even if they was crackheads on the street, than some of these parents that do everything for their children. And I can't fathom that anywhere in my head. At the very least, I mean, I think that would hurt too, but at the very least, you could have left your mom a note. You could have called her on the way out. I don't personally see myself being able to walk out like that. But I can't walk out on people, period. That's just not something that I do because I don't think that it's fair. I probably would have turned back around and went home. What y'all think she did? Let's see.
Like, she didn't even say bye to me. You know, like, my mama was just hurt at the whole situation. She was like, this man has literally corrupted my daughter's mind into thinking that they will be together. And because my daughter is 20 at this point, I can't stop her from doing what she want to do. So the whole time I was down there, Dad played on my mental as well.
As it should.
I started questioning.
You started out
stuff,
wrong.
But then it was like he was my calm at the time. So a lot of stuff like that would happen just because, how can I put this? A lot of shit
avoiding.
that would happen to me and like play on my mental, as long as like he was there, it didn't really, I didn't really let it get to me because I was just still so happy on the side.
I didn't really let it get to me. I didn't care. I don't bother me. No, it means you're not being an adult. And if this isn't for her, this is feedback for everybody. When I hear people say those type of things, my question is, okay, but did you close it? Well, I just felt like it was better for me to, move out of the way. I don't want to be in the way. I don't believe that. I believe you felt like you didn't want to have that adult conversation because you weren't prepared to hear what would come from the other side, and you weren't prepared to go through what needs to be done to get to the other side, which is a conversation. That's it. Some accountability. You have to hear possibly how you hurt somebody. You don't get to just handle it your way. But that is my belief. People don't have conversations anymore. They just make decisions. But you can't get their ass to shut up when they want to get something from you. But when it serves them no purpose and they don't want to face what their decision was or what their decision caused, then they move away from it. Oh, I ain't even tripping on that. Well, of course you're not. You can't trip. You walk straight. You did it. You left the other person in a booby trap. I'm just saying. How is that okay? That's why it's going to keep playing on you. That's why most people, oh, I'm good. Why you got to say you're good so many times? Convincing yourself? Should work on that. It's better for you in real life. Just have the conversation. Get it over with. Apologize or don't apologize. Or, I'm sorry I did it the wrong way. That's an apology too. Apology don't mean you are wrong or you're a bad person. It means I acknowledge that I have done this. I could have done it a better way. I learned from that experience. I didn't think about it that way. If you truly love somebody, I don't believe there's not a conversation that you should have because you should want them to be okay. And that's God that keeps making you think about it. Hence people moving to drugs, alcohol, sex addictions, all these kind of things because we're trying to get away from something. Food addiction, that's one too. But here we go.
In my head that I was just with him finally. So I finally get there. I pull up. Like for part 8.
So we're going to move on to part 8 because, baby, this is where it takes off like Speedy Gonzalez. Little Pepe Le Pew with no job. And a mama that is. Stay tuned. I don't have anything nice to say right now. Okay, bye.